My lord, may I be permitted to mention, Lordship, may I be permitted to mention item number 48 of day's list, my lord. My lord, I have mentioned various times, my lord, this is, though it is a motion top matter, but the matter, your lordship kindly see, that it is, my lord, why I have, yes, no, my lord, this is not related to election. This is a, my lord, the matter, where is, my lord, the uh, entire panchayat work has been stalled due to the reason that some sanchalaks of the uposomitis have been, my lord, removed from that uposomitis, and, my lord, the after taking that resolution, it has been sent to the BDO for long ago in the year, in the month of November 24.
Let us call the list.
My lord, if your lordship today, if it is not permitted, the next Thursday, let it be, my lord, taken up, my lord, so that I can give the notice also.
41.
41 brought I am for the petitioner. But I appear for the private respondent. But this is my evidence admit. 41 has been filed, Lord, for consideration of the representations. Lord, the representation submitted by my client for Lord, the alleging Lord, the unauthorized construction. Lord, the unauthorized page 20 is my
Respondent number 5,
Private. Pradhan has been served. Vishwanath Mondol is you. Pradhan, delivered.
Lord, page 26 is my representations. Lord, the relevant portion, Lord, page 27, first two paragraph, Lord, without building plan and without Lord, leaving the site space, Lord, the construction is being made. And Lord, Lord, the page 32 and 33, my Lord, will find that is the two letters, Lord, served from the office of the Gram Panchayat, Lord, regarding the hearing and the inspection. But nothing has been happened, Lord, my representation still pending, not disposed of.
What did it happen on
But as far as my instruction
January 25?
As far as my instruction is concerned, my lord, it's a mere repair is going on for which no sanction is required. Now, my lord, we have participated in the hearing. No, their grievance is that no hearing has been, the order of hearing has not been passed and communicated.
Let it be concluded by the Gram Panchayat. Once they have taken the cause and notice, you have appeared.
Yes, I have appeared with all the documents.
Let it be taken to the, if you have a sanction plan, then he has no case. If you do not have, then they will take.
Let them pass an order.
Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken on record. This writ petition is filed for seeking direction upon the respondent authorities to demolish the unauthorized construction carried out by the alleged unauthorized construction carried out by the private respondent number 5. Over tag number 149, LR Khotian number 202 in Mouja Jugbedia within Khorda police station under Bilkanda 1 Gram Panchayat, district 24 Parganas North. The petitioner contends that the private respondents have undertaken illegal unauthorized construction over the property in question without sanctioned building plan, and without leaving requisite site space. The petitioner made representation before the local Gram Panchayat, before the Pradhan local Gram Panchayat on 10th January 2025. Stop. The notice of hearing was issued, but the proceedings has not been taken to its logical conclusion. He seeks for appropriate direction upon respondent number 4, Pradhan Bilkanda 1 Gram Panchayat, to consider and dispose of the representation of the petition. It will change হয়ে গেল না? ওটা কেটে দিন, শেষটা কেটে দিন তো। Consider and disposal. No, ওটা কেটে দিন, appropriate direction. Hence this writ petition. Last line is hence this writ petition. Then the advocate for the petitioner submits that though notice on the representation of the petitioner was issued to the parties, but thereafter no steps has been taken by the respondent number 4, Pradhan of the local Gram Panchayat. Stop. He seeks for appropriate direction upon the respondent number 4 for consequently dispose of the representation of the petitioner dated 10 January 2025. Learned advocate for the private respondents submits that the work of construction has been undertaken on the basis of sanctioned building plan.
It's a repair.
Sorry, repair.
New
Repair works. And no new construction has been undertaken.
The new construction, every day they are constructing the
No
house.
new construction has been undertaken. His client appeared before the Pradhan as per the notice of hearings. However, he submits that the matter may be relegated to the Pradhan to cause inquiry. Top. State files, the advocate for the state files a report of the block development officer which is taken on record. Block development officer dated 7th May 2025, which is taken on record. She submits that the old structure has currently been broken and new house and private respondent number 5 has started to build a new house on the same land. The private respondent has not applied for any building plan. She also submits for relegating the matter to the Pradhan 4. Respondent number 4. দেখো তো কে এটা স্টেটের অ্যাডভোকেটকে প্রধান কেন পাঠাচ্ছে? আচ্ছা, কি বললাম? Relegate to Pradhan. Having heard the learned advocate for respective parties, Pradhan respondent number 4, Pradhan যেরকম থাকে ওই প্রসিজারটা নেবে within 2 months. Disposed of. Since no affidavit has been called for, the allegations made in the writ petition deemed to be not admitted, it is made clear that this court has not gone into the merits of the writ.
But unless the Pradhan reach to conclusion, let there be an order of injunction not to carry on the further construction work, Lord. Lord, these photographs, Lord, they will demonstrate there is every day, Lord, they are constructing the house.
Within a period of 2 months, he will cause inquiry and thereafter hear out the matter and take steps according to section 23 of the Act. Next. State. Yeah, for the state. Affidavit of service.
I've served the private respondent as well as the Pradhan. I have also, after mentioning, I have also served notice on the Pradhan
Pradhan.
Pradhan is the private respondent.
What is the name of private respondent? Prahlad. Papa. Prahlad is 5550. 5560 delivered. Delivered.
When after mentioning upgradation, I submit and get the postal receipt and the postal track report are there.
Pradhan. Where is it? There is no track report of Pradhan. Devanjan Chatterjee.
That is why, after upgradation, I sent notice again.
Where is it? Where is the track consignment report of Pradhan? 5546. Then you have to serve notice after.
Then, after upgradation, I have again charge.
Where is that?
অজয় মন্ডল ওটা কোথায় ওখানটা notice that there has not come back.
Then learned advocate. Will you serve afresh or wait for their service return to be affected and thereafter you file a fresh affidavit of service? Which? Pradhan Madar Ghat. তাহলে কি করে হবে?
Question of whether Pradhan's power and authority to make construction over my residential house.
সেই সার্ভিস করতে হবে কপি অফ থেকে learned advocate seeks accommodation to you will serve or file your affidavit fresh affidavit of service. Seeks accommodation to file afresh upon the Pradhan. Petition is directed to serve afresh upon Pradhan through registered speed post with acknowledgement due and file affidavit of service on the returnable date. Is this matter on when?
I told you itself.
16th দেখো তো private respondents have been served লিখে দিন it is found that ওপরে affidavitটা লিখতে হবে হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ the affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petition taken on record it is found that service upon the private respondents has been affected তারপরে উনি 6 times of or state to represent 16th motion আচ্ছা কিছু ক্রিমিনাল কোনো টাইম দিতে হবে না 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 টাইম টাইম দিও না মাথা খারাপ হয়ে টপ কতগুলো আছে না না ওই দিনে 16 তারিখে থার্ড আইটেম থার্ড টপ But the service has to be effected. Otherwise, it will go after the vacation. Third. But you have to complete the service, Inspector. Next.
I'm happy for the petition on this.
Yes.
But this is the affidavit service.
Yes.
All of the petitioner people, lots of knowledge, they are the enlisted contractor of Gram Panchayat Huldia 1. And
Pradhan.
Gram Panchayat Pradhan Huldia 1.
Pradhan served. Pradhan is 1428. Not served. Not yet served.
Not sir. After DA division.
Next week, you get a press track consignment report. The track consignment report shows that it has been dispatched. Now, whether it has been delivered or not, you find out, or else you can also serve afresh. In the next week, I can place. Huh? Affidavit of Acha. State you have served, no? Served. Only Pradhan will be required. What about the Savadipati? Savadipati has a role to play in this application.
Pradhan is the main.
Pradhan. देखनी तो वो सभाधिपति
Respondent 9.
P155. It is delivered. Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petition is taken on record. It is found that service upon the state as well as respondent number 8 has been affected. However, respondent number 8 is Sabhapati, Ramnagar 1 Panchayat Samiti. However, service upon respondent number 9 Pradhan, Huldia 1 Gram Panchayat has not been affected. Petitioner is directed to serve afresh upon respondent number 9 Pradhan, Huldia 1 Gram Panchayat and file affidavit of service on the returnable date. ये तो 25 हैं कब করব বলো 15th এ আসবে একটা কিছু করতে হবে ওটা না সার্ভিসও কমপ্লিট হচ্ছে না সার্ভিস দেখে করতে গেলে মেনশনিং তাহলে তো 1 ঘন্টা লাগবে এনরোলমেন্ট নাম্বার মোবাইল নাম্বার নোটিস এরপরে সার্ভিস যদি চেক করতে যাও তত হয়ে গেল when can this be completed sir তাহলে আমরা ক্লোজিং এর আগে একটা ডেট দাও না 21 তারিখ 21st এ 22nd এ 22nd এ কতগুলো আছে দুটো আছে না এটা থার্ড এ তাহলে রাখো
I think about 315 analogous matter. If you lost it, can both
but
matter
subject to the service being completed
both matter be
they are same matter
identical. But other works.
the allegations are same
Same.
315 টা কেউ তাহলে এটার সাথে এ করছি না তুমি কনজিকিউটিভলি এটাকে লিস্ট করবে it will come up on 22nd
But I am appearing on behalf
Item number 40, Pun Mohammed Saroj.
I am appearing for the petitioner online. Madam, kindly allow
Yes.
me.
Yes.
This is the last matter of the batch of matters which I had been moving before Lordship
for
in
not
respect
today.
of the standard.
I'm praying for not because the learned advocate Mr. Sahansa is appearing in court number 35, and that's why.
First over, ask him to come. State.
I am for respondent number 10.
Oh, Mr. Sahajan is not here.
The Shahanshah is for the
Sir,
is for the Gram Panchayat, madam. His presence is required.
Learned advocate is seeking accommodation on his behalf.
No problem.
Calcutta, on the prayer of learned advocate for
Learned advocate Mr. Sahansa is engaged in court number 35, and that's why he instructed.
on the prayer of learned advocate for the Pradhan. Matter on 16th.
16th, madam. Or at top, if possible, madam.
The 4th. यही तो मुश्किल
kindly not record, kindly do not record any order, just make it pass over so that it can be taken up on the next day.
Next day will be on 16th.
With the marks top, madam, if it permits.
We will try to পরে serially record যা টপে আছে, if it can be taken up. Yes.
Extremely good.
40.
45, my lord, I am for the petitioner led by Mr. Sinha, Dilip Kumar Sinha, my lord. The private respondents made an unauthorized construction encroaching upon the petitioner's land. So the petitioners made a complaint to the Pradhan, the jurisdictional Gram Panchayat. That representation has not been considered yet. So my lord, if a direction is given for consideration of the
Affidavit of service.
Yes, sir.
Private respondents have been served.
Yes, sir.
Pradhan.
But they have mobile police.
Prayer has been made upon the police to go ahead with the process of demolition, my lord. And your lordship knows, my lord, in terms of section 23 of 5 of the Panchayat Act, my lord, the Panchayat is the competent authority, my lord, who can control building operations. And my lord, police is there only to assist. But admittedly, we have made an inquiry. Private respondents could not show any documents. And there are several parties claiming their respective right on the same plot of land. And one incident, somehow PTO is not a party in the application. However, my lord, if your lordship kindly direct the representation made on 4225,
But then you also appeared before the Pradhan.
Yes, my lord.
He says that
they have only sent a representative. It is in page 20. Page 20 of the application. Later direction be passed, my lord, directing him, my lord, to give a opportunity of hearing to all the parties. And
the Pradhan will inquire in presence of both the parties and thereafter hear out. If there is any such illegality, he will take steps. Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken on record. Private respondent. What is the name? Manosh. How many private respondents are there?
I'll just check, my lord.
Devabrata sir.
2, my lord. Manosh De and Devabrata De. Respondent number 4 and 5.
Pradhan delivered. Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petition is taken on record. This petition has been filed seeking for demolition of the taking direction upon the respondent authorities, particularly respondent number 3. Please, Pradhan. Oh, 3 key
Pradhan is my lord 2. Respondent number 2.
Then why in prayer A you have stated of respondent number 3? How the police will demolish it?
That is, my lord, inadvertent mistake, my lord.
Seeking direction upon the respondent authorities to demolish the illegal construction undertaken by the private respondents which is the paragraph of unauthorized construction upon the land of the petitioners comprised within Sabek plot number 655 and LR plot number 705 under Mouja Bhagavan Bason, jail number 200. Petitioner are the recorded owners.
Yes, my lord. Petitioner
respected portion.
This plot.
Yes, of this.
And the construction has been undertaken in the adjacent plot by them.
No, my lord.
In
On
your
this
plot?
particular-
This construction pertains to some extension of a building.
Okay.
And in tag number 705 million, where the petitioner along with 12 others are claiming
To
about
be
their
the
respective
owners. To be the
ownership.
owners.
That is the main difficulty.
The private respondents are co-sharers of that property.
Minor.
Oh.
12 others.
বলো কি বলো? Sorry.
Although my lord, it does not reflect from the particular record.
That is also disputed whether they are co-sharers or not.
Yes, my lord. That is also disputed.
কি বলো?
CTO needs to be examined.
It is, my lord, my instruction that they are not owners of this
Or remember
particular.
this and this, eh? The petitioners, the petitioner contends that the father of the petitioner is the recorded owner of the aforesaid property in question. The private respondents have undertaken illegal unauthorized construction over the plot in question. A representation was made before the Pradhan, it is respond number 2. Pradhan, which place is this? Radha Mohanpur 1 number Gram Panchayat. Oh. With such allegations of illegal and unauthorized construction undertaken by the private respondents on 4th March 2025. However, no steps has been taken, hence this writ petition. Mr. So-and-so, learned advocate, representing the petitioner, submits that the representation of the petitioner be relegated to the Pradhan of local Gram Panchayat for consideration and disposal. Learned advocate for the state also submits in the similar fashion. He files a report which is taken on record. The model jeta hoy, since this, despite service, none appears on behalf of the Pradhan and the private respondents. De facto na, de facto to first half hai. State files report furnished by officer in charge Devra police station, Paschim Medinipur, which is taken dated date 30th April 2025, which is taken on record. He will inquire into the matter in presence of both the sides and here.
They have hardly any role to play, the police. They may except when there is any law and order situation and to accompany.
Yes. আর ওই দুটো clause দিয়ে দেবে না? Since no affidavit has been called for, or it is made clear that the court has not gone into the merits. Next. Orno Pramanik. You are Orno Pramanik?
Orno Pramanik. আমি in person appear করছি।
In person. Wait. দেখি affidavit টা। সার্ভিস কমপ্লিট হয়েছে?
হ্যাঁ, সার্ভিস সব ডেলিভার্ড, প্রপারলি ডেলিভার্ড হয়েছে।
অমিত।
রেসপন্ডেন্ট নাম্বার
কে হয় আপনার অমিত?
অমিত আমার ভাই হয়।
ভাই।
জোরপূর্বক ইলিগাল কনস্ট্রাকশন করেছে।
দাঁড়ান একটু দাঁড়ান। 7
আপত্তি দেওয়া সত্ত্বেও সেল ডিড ভায়োলেশন করেছে।
অমিত 2135 sir Pradhan 2194 1 9 2 প্রধানের সার্ভিসের ট্র্যাক কনসাইনমেন্ট রিপোর্টটা বার করুন তো। প্রধানের সার্ভিসের ট্র্যাক কনসাইনমেন্ট রিপোর্টটা বার করে দিন।
পেজ নাম্বার 12 যেটা সার্ভে
বলুন।
বলবো আমাদের সেল ডিড ভায়োলেশন করেছে। সেল ডিড আমাদের জমির পার্টিশন ডিড করা আছে ওই প্লটের উপর, এবং আমাদের ডিমার্কেটেড ল্যান্ড করা আছে যে কমন ল্যান্ড, কমন প্যাসেজ হিসাবে, এবং সেখানে পায়খানা ঘর, রাস্তা, সিঁড়ি এগুলো আমাদের সমস্ত কমন। সেই কমন জিনিসটা এক্সটেনশন করেছে এবং জোরপূর্বক করেছে। আপত্তি দেওয়া সত্ত্বেও আমরা প্রাথমিক কনস্ট্রাকশন শুরু হওয়ার আগেই আপত্তি দেওয়া হয়েছে, পেজ নাম্বার 20। তো সেখানে আপত্তি দেওয়া সত্ত্বেও জোরপূর্বক প্রথম থেকেই এই ইলিগাল কনস্ট্রাকশন করে যাচ্ছে এবং কোনো রকম ভাবে কোনো বাধা বিপত্তি সে মানছে না।
ডিডের যে কমন এরিয়াগুলো তাতে কনস্ট্রাকশন করছে।
হ্যাঁ, কমন এরিয়া, কমন পোর্শনটা এনক্রোচমেন্ট করে নিয়েছে। পেজ নাম্বার 28।
এটা কোথায়?
সেই
প্রধান
সেই পোর্শনটা আমি ফটোগ্রাফ দিয়েছি। পেজ নাম্বার 28।
প্রধানকে জানিয়েছেন?
হ্যাঁ, প্রধানকে জানিয়েছি।
কোথায় সেটা লেটার?
প্রধানকে জানিয়েছি, এটা পেজ নাম্বার 29। জানাবার সত্ত্বেও প্রধান কোনো ব্যবস্থা নেয়নি এবং রিপোর্ট দিয়েছে, প্রধান পঞ্চায়েত থেকে রিপোর্ট দিয়েছে যে আমাদের কোনো বিল্ডিং প্ল্যান, আমাদের কোনো পারমিশন নেই। তারপর আমি বিষয়টা জানাই সাব ডিভিশনাল অফিসার বাড়িপুরকে, সাব ডিভিশনকে। তারপরেও কোনো রকম কোনো অ্যাকশন নেই। 21 দিন টাইম দেওয়া হয়েছিল যে এর মধ্যে আপনারা নেসেসারি অ্যাকশন নিন। তার সেখানেও কোনো রিফ্লেকশন, কোনো রকম কোনো অ্যাকশন কিছু নেননি, যার জন্য লোকাল থানাকেও জানিয়েছি।
ক্রিমিনাল কেস কে ফাইল করেছে?
ক্রিমিনাল কেস ওই প্রাইভেট রেসপন্ডেন্ট নাম্বার 10, আমার যে ভাই অমিত প্রামাণিক। সেখানে ডেপোজিশন কপিতে পরিষ্কার অন্য ভাই সেখানে সাক্ষী দিয়েছে যে এখানে কোনো বিল্ডিং প্ল্যান নেই, টোটালি ইলিগাল কনস্ট্রাকশন।
বেশ।
এসডিও কে জানিয়েছি আমি।
Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken on record. স্টেটে কোনো অ্যাডভোকেট আছে নাকি? You'll appear.
পঞ্চায়েত রিপোর্ট দিয়ে দিয়েছে 32 নম্বর পেজে যে আমাদের কোনো পারমিশন নেই, কোনো বিল্ডিং প্ল্যান নেই।
আপনাদের না ওদের? আপনাদের না ওদের?
না, আমাদের দিয়েছে, রিপোর্ট দিয়েছে 32 নম্বর পেজে। পঞ্চায়েত অলরেডি রিপোর্ট পেশ করেছে, আরটিআই রিপ্লাই রিপোর্ট দিয়েছে।
ও কোনো গৃহ নির্মাণ।
তাই আমি এটা ডেমোলিশন চাইছি, যেহেতু যে পোর্শনটা এক্সটেনশন করেছে এটা ডেমোলিশন পে করেছে।
You'll appear. Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken on record. The writ petition is filed seeking direction upon the respondent authorities for demolition of illegal unauthorized construction undertaken by the private respondents over the land comprised within plot number 1156, LR Khotian number 2076, 2991, 2992, 2993 and 2994 মৌজা খাটসারা under দক্ষিণ বারাসাত গ্রাম পঞ্চায়েত, জয়নগর পুলিশ স্টেশন, South 24 Parganas, District South 24 Parganas. Mr. Ornov, no. The petitioner contends that the private respondents have undertaken illegal construction over the common passage,
common land,
common portion indicated in the deed. This is deed of partition.
partition deed.
In the deed of partition dated কি তারিখটা কি আছে?
Page number 18 মানে এই partition. ও ডেটটা আচ্ছা ডেট আমরা
dated 4th January 2002.
হ্যাঁ
15 নম্বর পাতায় আছে ওটা?
হ্যাঁ এটা আছে 15 নম্বর পাতায়।
4th January 2002. Representation was made before the Pradhan of the local Gram Panchayat. Since no steps were taken, a representation was also made before the subdivisional officer, Baripur subdivision. However, no steps has been taken by the authorities.
এখনো কনস্ট্রাকশন চালিয়ে যাচ্ছে ভালো যদি
The-
একটু থানাকে যদি একটু ইনফর্ম থানাকে ইনফর্ম
Reply
করে
to Right to Information Act shows that no building sanction plan has been accorded in respect of the property in question. Hence this writ petition. Mr. Ornov Pramanik in person submits that specific order for demolition be issued in respect of the unauthorized construction. State is unrepresented. Mr. Lolit Mohan Mahata, who learned additional government pleader, who usually appears on behalf of the state, we clause. Petitioner directed to serve a copy of this application upon Mr. Mahata, learned advocate for the state. তবে ওই প্রধানকে ডিরেকশন দিয়ে দিন টু কনসিডার দি রিপ্রেজেন্টেশন যেটা থাকে
এবং ফুড যতক্ষণ ডিসপোজাল একটা যেন নতুন ফার্দার কনস্ট্রাকশন না করতে পারে ইনজাংশন যদি একটা দেওয়া যায়
ও ইনকোয়ারি করে হিয়ারিং করবে 2 মাসের মধ্যে এটা কমপ্লিট করবে
হ্যাঁ একটা টাইম মেনশন করে দেন সেটা
2 মাসের মধ্যে এটা কমপ্লিট করবে ডিসপোজড অফ
ফার্দার যেন কনস্ট্রাকশন না করতে হয় এটা আমার দেওয়া আছে থানাকে ইনফর্ম করে
ডেমোলিশন হবে সেকশন 23 ওয়াইজ সো নো ইনজাংশন ইজ রিকোয়ার্ড এট দিস স্টেজ
Number 47, I am for the respondent number 10 and 11.
Respond number?
I am for the 10 and 11. Private respondent. All are acting.
10, 11, and he is 7 to 9. So private responder. Pradhan? State? Papers.
Appearing on behalf of the state.
Delivered.
কোন মামলাটা আমি হাতুলি নাম্বার কে বলবেন না
In this bearing housing building related to this subdivision thereby allow the petition to complete the construction of the yes
petitioner is the owner of Malad portion, joint owner with along with the Malad private response. Malad enjoying demarcated portion of the land. Malad the petitioner made an application, Malad the for sanction of building plan. Malad kindly have a look, Malad the application. It will Malad the application at page Malad. Receipt Malad page 54. And form and other documents are along with this.
Page number?
Page 54 is the one application, receipt of the application. Made on one prescribed form which you asked for it.
House building application. Yes.
Application made on 23rd March 2024. Since then, no sanction, nothing else. After long lapse of time, petitioner made an application. Last representation page 60. Know the fate, otherwise he will start construction. As per law, there is a deeming provision. If no communication has been made, rejecting or granting approval, then he is at liberty to make construction. Petitioner started construction. While he has started construction, no order passed, but verbally Pradhan restraining the petitioner. That's why the read application.
If you will kindly see page 55, his representation.
60 is the represent last.
No, the application to the Pradhan.
55?
Page 55.
Yes.
He has not clearly mentioned or that বসবাস ও বাণিজ্য গৃহ, and most important is that গৃহ নির্মাণের পূর্বে আমি আমার জমিটি বাস্তুতে রূপান্তরিত করিয়া লইব. First of all, he has to convert it. Then he has to make
bastu land.
Then what is the reason of writing this? গৃহ নির্মাণের পূর্বে
I have annexed the record of rights. Kindly have look.
আমি গৃহ নির্মাণের পূর্বে আমার জমিটি বাস্তুতে রূপান্তরিত করিয়া লইব.
Then he has no authority to sanction the building plan until and unless it converted.
He ought to have reject the application in accordance with law.
Unless it is bastu, how he will consider?
Unless if it is not permissible under the law, he has to communicate the decision in terms of the law. Law says that. Kindly have a look the provision. Section 17.
Yes. 17, starting from 17.
What is the plot number?
Plot number is dag number 4910.
Vastu. It is Vastu.
Residential then other owners buildings are there. Initially there was a dispute regarding construction. There was a civil suit. Came up to this honorable court. Honorable court permitted the plaintiff at that time of the petitioner was one of the plaintiff. At that time there was a liberty by this honorable court. The plaintiffs may construct up to the ground floor, and above that they have to have approached the civil court. They kindly have a look at that portion of the order. I have annexed the order passed by this honorable court. The page 50 is the operating portion. May I place the page 50 a second paragraph. Therefore, I am of the view that the order impugned cannot be sustained. It is therefore set aside. The plaintiff are permitted to complete the construction of the ground floor in place of their old house, subject to the result of the suit. It is also hereby recorded that for making such construction, the plaintiffs will not get any equity. It's a general order. The plaintiffs are not permitted to raise any construction on the roof of the ground floor. That's one of that. There was a liberty up to the construction. Now that's one of the leave was there. Even then, I made an application to construct my ground, the submitted building plan. before the Pradhan. That was not considered, and now the no order passed. Even then, they are restraining, verbally restraining. This is my contention. This specific case of the petition file.
For the reported number 10 and the owner of the property, the unpartitioned property, there was a partition suit which my landed friend has referred. That is the order of the High Court. That suit itself has dismissed for default.
That is I have annexed.
Dismissed for default sometimes in the year 2040. That was to page
53. Page 53, last portion.
50. One by 51 in the sometimes in the year 2014, uncontested dismissed for default.
Is this suit filed by the petitioner?
No, filed
His
by
predecessor interest and myself.
Yes,
His
filed
predecessor interest was the elder brother of the petitioner.
filed by Ajit Kumar Das.
Hmm.
Ajit Kumar Das is my father and husband. The suit was filed by me. I came before this honorable court, that is the order which was referred to your lordship at page 45. At my instance, this order was passed at page 45.
I was also plaintiff, my lord. They are in that suit.
The suit goes, this order has nothing to make at this stage in connection with this matter. Subsequently, I have filed a petition suit before the learned trial. This is the petition suit which was filed by me before the learned order. That is pending. Have objection certainly if constructed in building for the land because it is an unpartitioned land.
Hmm.
Lordship kindly come to their application. Kindly come to page 59(1). It's the plan mine. 59 10. The left-hand side, bottom portion. Existing ground floor with extension. Now kindly see the next one, proposed side plan. So proposed side plan is the entire floor, my lord. And there is an existing structure. What he has asked for the construction of the entire floor. Now kindly come to page 54. Description of the building, two-story, wrong statement. It's not correct. It's not two-story building. I have shown that existing portion of the property is one story. He has asked for proposal for the construction of the first floor. Now, what he has prayed for, purpose of the construction at page 54, additional room construction. He is not asking for additional room construction. He is asking for entire floor construction. It is an unpartitioned land. He is constructing an entire floor, making wrong submission with the authority.
Hmm.
And whereas partition suit is pending.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Mahathir.
My lord, one thing, my lord, again, that is page 55. The area of the land has not been mentioned. 4910.
Yeah.
Area has not been mentioned. Construction, the jurisdiction of the Pradhan is only 150 meters.
Thereafter it goes to the Jila Parishad.
If it is 10 decimal, then it will go to the Panchayat Samiti, not the Pradhan. Pradhan has not the jurisdiction. And my lord, the specification is 150 to 300 Panchayat Samiti. More than 300 it is to the Jala Parishad. It has not been mentioned that what quantum of land. And my lord, my lord, it is my lord, totally the application is a vague one. In what is the quantum of the land? If the record of right says that it is 10 decimal, whether he wanted to construct in respect of 10 decimal, in that event he has to apply before the, my lord, the authority who has the jurisdiction. 10 decibel means more than 400 square meters.
Which is the relevant provision?
Kindly have a look, my lord. Yes, kindly have a look to page 58, my lord. I have submitted the plan, and there was the area of construction has been specifically mentioned, and specifically mentioned how much construction one of the
Administration rules,
permission.
Rule 27.
How much construction I want to raise, my lord, that has calculation has been given in my, my lord, page 59, my lord, in the plan itself. That effort, my lord, in the site plan also, my lord, the page 50.
My lord, rule 27, my lord, the 27 years. That rule 27
of
West Bengal Panchayat, Panchayat administration rules.
58.
Constitution rules 1975.
No, my lord. 2004.
2004
administration rules.
Panchayat administration rules. Application is to be made within under section under rule 17 and
just now what you have submitted is that certain amount of land.
My lord, yes, my lord, that is provided, my lord, 27(1)(a) proviso. Provided that an application for construction of new structure or building, making an addition, alteration of the existing structure or the building have a plinth area more than 150 square meter, but less than 300 square meter, with brick and concrete foot and being height not more than 65 yards shall be sent to the all document to the Panchayat Samiti for construction, and beyond the plinth and height both, and the application shall be sent to the Jala Parishad if it is more.
Yes.
And my lord, section 23 first sentence is that up to 150, my lord. Kindly see the section 23 of the West Bengal Panchayat Act. The jurisdiction of the Pradhan is only up to 23, my lord, 150 square meter.
Section 20.
Section 23, my lord. Section 23 itself says, no person shall erect any new structure or new building or make any addition or to any structure or building having the plinth area not more than 150 and height not more than 6.5 meters. If it is two-storied building, it should be the more than 6.5 meters. No. Height is 6.5 meters.
Kindly have a look, Mala, page 59. Mala, the statement of construction. Mala, I have entire statement has been given. Mala, in the plan. Kindly have a look. The page 59. The area statement. From bottom, it's a third, fourth area statement. My lord,
what is the dispute? The application has been made, that has not been disposed of.
Who has prevented the Pradhan Parlour to dispose of the indicating these difficulties?
Then fees deposited, you have deposited the fees?
Yes, everything the online acceptance, I have given the receipt,
This has to be decided.
Apart from that, under the
Mr. Mahata?
this honorable court, already decided the issue. When the property is unpartitioned, unpartisan, the co-sharer, other co-sharer enjoying.
Mr. Mahata, since an application has been made before the authority, the other had
We have referred it or to reject it.
yes, this has to be taken care of.
This has to be taken.
May I rely the judgment of this honorable court when the
Without going into any other, what is this?
And the area
since they have taken the point, unpartisan property, they are enjoying the demarcated portion.
No, nothing will be observed in this order regarding whether it is partitioned or not. The only direction will be upon the Pradhan to dispose of your application of building. If he says that it is not in accordance with law or such and such aspect, restricts him from issuing, then you have an opportunity. Otherwise, what is the point in deciding all this?
Since they are raising the point that the property is unpartisan, so I am unable to construct. This issue has been decided by this honorable court. When the other co-owners are enjoying the demarcated portions and they have already constructed, the other persons is also entitled.
There is the demarcation, then I would not go to the party for partition.
You did not oppose to their building.
Yes, since he has made his construction, now he can oppose, my lord. His construction is completed. He is now enjoying his.
Yes, Mr. Mahata, this should be sent to the
Pradhan, my lord.
for
Pradhan and my lord,
have to decide it.
My lord, he has given the specification. That is also that, my lord, over area of, from the jurisdiction of the Pradhan. It appears that it is 2000 square feet. 150 meter is 16.14. So,
what?
1614 square feet, but it is 2000 square feet. So what specification?
একটা ফ্লোরে এখানে দুটো ফ্লোরে ওইটা ওখানে 1500 স্কয়ার ফিট হচ্ছে একটা ফ্লোরে। দেখো ভালো করে
150 মিটার
150 মিটার মানে 1500 স্কয়ার ফিট একটা গ্রাউন্ড ফ্লোর।
সেরকম তো লেখা নেই কোথাও।
হ্যাঁ দেখো না ওখানে কি প্লিন্থ এরিয়া বলতে কি বোঝায়? What does it mean, plinth area?
150 তোমার 1600
আরে 150 মিটার মানে 150 মিটার means 1500 স্কয়ার ফিট।
তখনই তোমার ওটা ডবল হয়ে যাবে। তখন তো পঞ্চায়েত সমিতি।
What is the time period for disposing of this application by the No. What is the time period given in the act? 1 month. When did you make your application?
But it's application on 23rd April 2024. Malati page 54.
This writ petition affidavit service filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken on record. This writ petition is filed seeking direction upon respond number 4 and 5 to accord sanction to the building plan, to the application for sanction of building plan of the petitioner dated 23rd March 2024, bearing house building application acknowledgement number HN, capital HN 24014 capital Y 18 within bracket annexure P6. In respect of LR plot number 4910, Khotian number 163, Mouja Develpur, jail number 12, TS Pachla, district Howrah. The petitioner contends that he is a co-sharer in respect of the aforesaid property. An application for building sanction plan was made on 23rd March 2024. However, before the local Gram Panchayat, Deulpur Gram Panchayat. However, neither any intimation of refusal nor the sanction of the building plan was accorded. As per Rule
17, my lord, the
Rule 17 of
Sub-Panchayat Administration Rules.
West Bengal Gram Panchayat Administration Rule 2004.
as per the West Bengal Gram Panchayat Administration Rules 2004.
Rule 30 is the deemed sanction, my lord.
30.
Rule 30 is the deemed sanction. Right of applicant if the permission or refuse is not communicated within the time limit. My lord.
কি বললাম 17 Rule 30. If the permission or refusal of permission is not communicated by the Gram Panchayat within a prescribed limit time, it shall be presumed that the Gram Panchayat has accorded such permission. However, the petitioner has been restrained verbally by the local Gram Panchayat from executing such work of construction. Learned advocate, Mr. So-and-so, learned, hence this writ petition. Mr. So-and-so, learned advocate appearing for the petitioner submits that the petitioner has applied for sanction of building plan in accordance with Rule 17 of the West Bengal Gram Panchayat Administration Rules 2004 upon payment of prescribed fees for undertaking a work of construction over the property in question. However, the sanction has not been accorded by the local Gram Panchayat as per within the prescribed time limit as per Rule 30 of the Rules 2004. If this sanction is not accorded within the prescribed limit, it should be considered as deemed to have been sanctioned. The petitioner, on such presumption, has undertaken to complete the work of construction. However, he has been restrained from executing the work of construction by the local panchayat. He seeks for appropriate direction upon the authorities for according sanction. Mr. Mahata, Lalit Mohan Mahata, learned advocate appearing for the state submits that the application is bereft of specification of the land. Now, specification of the extent of construction, which raises a doubt regarding the authority of the panchayat to accord sanction building plan. However, he submits that the Gram Panchayat ought to have considered the entire aspect and disposed of the application of the petitioner for according building sanction plan. Learned advocate appearing for the private respondent number 7 to 9 and 10 and 11 submits that a partition suit has been filed by private respondent numbers 9 and 10, 10 and 11, 10 and 11 before the being title suit number 69. What is this number? Being title suit number, tell me the title suit number. Being title suit number. Title suit number is not here.
There is no injunction.
223 of 2025.
Filing but the to
Fine.
preventive alert there is no injunction.
কি বলুন? So, hence the property is undemarcated one. Therefore, the question of sanction of building plan does not arise prior to such demarcation. Full stop.
Another question, my lord, that the application which has been made that is not in the prescribed form 4. It has been, my lord, section 17. My lord, if your lordship
Mr. Mahathir, the application has not been made as per section as per rule 17.
Form number 4.
Form 4. Form 4. Form 4. Having heard the learned advocates, admittedly, the annexure P6 shows P6 acknowledgement of receipt of house building application dated 23rd March 2024 has been received by the Gram Panchayat Deulpur from petitioner number, Obijit is petition number 1 from the petitioner. The local Gram Panchayat, Deulpur Gram Panchayat, has not decided the fate of such application. Therefore, as per rule 30, the Panchayat has to decide the application for sanction of building plan within a prescribed period of time, that is 30 days. 30 days, which in this case has not been adhered to. Para. Accordingly, response number 5, Deulpur Gram Panchayat is directed to decide and dispose of the application for house building submitted by the applicant on 23rd March 2024 within a period of 1 month from date of communication of the order. Therefore, it is disposed of.
The owner may be allowed to all interested party may be allowed to participate before the Pradhan.
If there is an objection,
we have objection with regard to
Liberty upon hearing the parties. Liberty is granted to the parties to
Add one line, my lord, in the suit, my lord, suit has been filed recently. There is no injunction. My lord, the
injunction was moved today, my lord.
This aspect I told you earlier also before dictating that whether there is partition or not, I am not making any observations right now.
my lord have already
Parties are to all the parties to produce their documents at the time of hearing.
Regarding item number 48, My lord, 16th
Thursday.
APM top one.
16th
Only this prayer I can make.
15th দেখো কত নম্বরে আছে 15th
My lord, before your lordship rises, my lord.
no origins don't mention
দাঁড়া না, শুনে না, কিচ্ছু বলিনি, শুধু বলছি যে যেন
third date আছে 15th third item on 15th. Yes, Mr. Mahata. Mhm. Huh.
There is specification. Who are the boundary men, who are the other co-owner, everything is to be described.
The thing is, the application is there. If he says that there is no specification, goes, but he has to take a call on these grounds which you are canvassing. That should be decided by the Gram Panchayat. Say that the specifications are not there, it is a vague application, I reject on such ground. Then he has a cause of action, says that it has not been decided in accordance with law.
But since Mr. Mahata is there, item 49, your lordship's direction was there for holding election for my lord selection of a Panchayat Samiti.
Not now. Mention afterwards. Coming week.
Okay, madam. Good.
To mention on original side matter, my lord, I have troubled your lordship in the morning as well. My lord, this is the Dakshineshwar Kali temple matter. So the petitioners are trying to, my lord, file an appeal. So this is the last day for filing the appeal without, my lord, attracting the limitation. So my lord, I am only seeking for leave to, my lord, draw up your lordship's order. Kindly grants the leave.
Where is the other side? কি হয়েছে এটা কি করতে হবে দিন পরে Why didn't you file this application earlier? Why didn't you move this court for a leave?
Lord, I have told my lord, one of my learned friends have my lord, mentioned this same matter before your lordship on the week earlier, the last week. Lordship kindly gives me the leave.
কি অরিজিনাল লিভ চাই নাকি হ্যাঁ কি হয় এগুলো কি এগুলো Why you have not filed for drawing up this decree?
We have filed my lord for we have prepared an application for my lord getting certified copy, but that copy has not been supplied so far. That is my understanding, my lord. File the appeal within the time period, my lord. I need to draw up this my lord's order.
Yes. ठीक है normally
I have permitted to mention, your lordship. Your lordship, I had troubled your lordship in the morning. Your lordship, only for inclusion in the list, your lordship.
not right now. Please.